Now that we've done the walls, we're going to leave them alone for a little minute, and I'm going to go in and create the floor. So remember I said earlier that we were going to use the walls, and that way if we create the walls first, we can lock everything else into it, and then when we move the walls, the entire project tends to modify within reason, of course. So I'm coming up to architecture. I'm going straight to the top here and selecting floor. And over here we've got a floor generic 150. So first up I'm going to change what it's made out of. I'm going to type. I'm selecting edit structure. Notice my preview is already highlighted, so just expand yours if you need to. I'm going into duplicate first. I'm going to call everything in this project BV for brick veneer, just so when I go to find it in the list later I can see what it is that I have physically created. Concrete slab. I'm coming into edit structure. I'm not going to change anything as far as inserting. I'll leave that at 150 for the moment. We may adjust that later on, but I do want to choose the appropriate material, which in this situation is concrete. So I'm typing in concrete, and concrete cast in situ, which means it's poured on site. That's what cast in situ means. And OK, and OK. Default for creating walls, so you can see I'm in the floor command at the moment, and I know that because everything's been grayed out. So if I come over here on the contextual tab, you can see that pick walls is the default, and that's what I want to do. Extend into wall core is the only thing that I need to make sure is checked on the options bar. And as I hover, as I hold my mouse, but I'm not clicking over the house edges, I'm going to hit tab just once. Don't hold it down. You're going to hit it down once. I'm going to do it loudly so you can hear me do it. Okay, so when I hit that just once without clicking it, you can see that it's gone and found the perimeter of this house, and now I can click. Now if you do this and it doesn't find the perimeter, the reason is probably because you've got a wall inside out or it's not meeting. So you can see here, here's our little flip arrow. Remember it says up here, extend into wall core. So this is our wall core. We had a look at that wall earlier, which means that now when we say extend into wall core, Revit goes, well, that piece of timber was your wall core. Which side do you want to be on? So for this, we want our timber structure to sit on top of the slab. Then we want an air gap, and our brick is actually going to come down below the slab. I'm going to deal with that in just a minute. So that's where we need it to be, on the outside edge of that timber stud wall. I hit the green tick. Remember, whenever we're creating this one created it quite neatly. If you do use lines, we need to make sure that every single one of the corners meets absolutely perfectly. No lines over lines, no gaps, no line extensions. And then I hit the big green tick. It'll go blue for a minute, and the second I check it off, it doesn't look any different. So just to be sure that I'm looking at what I've created, I'm coming up into my little 3D view that looks like a doghouse, or again down here in my project browser. I come down to 3D views. I'm going to type in SD for shaded view, or I'll come down here and type shaded, and I'm just going to flip this drawing up. Okay, so to zoom, I'm just holding down that wheel on your mouse button, and I'm rolling it forward to zoom in and rolling it backwards to zoom back. I'm depressing the wheel and holding down the shift key, and you can see the way that changes on the screen, and that allows you to drive. It allows me to rotate. So what I'm trying to do is to get a good look at the underside and make sure that I've got a concrete slab.